So do you find that you're lacking energy throughout the day and you want to know why? Well, in this video, I want to give you some of the reasons why you may not have the energy that you want. And I'm also going to give you some solutions and some ways to actually start feeling more energized throughout the day. That's coming up next. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Dave and this is HeartSpace, where we are helping you to live more of the life that you want to live each and every day, whether we can do that in a big or small way. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so that you don't miss any of the uploads that we release. It seems like a lot of people ask, why am I always so tired and have no energy? And I want to go over some of the common reasons why this can be and some reasons I think as well, along with some solutions, some quick and some more long-term, that you can start applying in your life immediately. So we're going to start with some of the obvious ones. Number one is going to be poor health. And this mainly I'm going to talk about is diet and lack of exercise. Now, these are two of the most important things when it comes to your health. If you are not exercising, you're not getting especially cardio in, you're not giving your body what it needs to function properly. If you are sitting down, not using your muscles, not doing the things your body needs as far as activity, it's going to seize up, it's going to atrophy, you're going to decay, which is going to cause you to not feel energy. You gain energy actually from working out. You gain energy from being healthy, eating the right foods, fueling your body with what it needs. As a little bonus tip, as far as health goes, I'll give you a little hack that I love to use to make sure I have more energy, and it's intermittent fasting. Now, this is something we can do a video on in more detail. This basically means you're going to skip breakfast and have an eating window of only a few hours. Usually you want to go 12 to 16 hours to intermittent fast without eating. And this can provide you with tons of energy. And I found for me, I do this every single day, that I have so much energy now because I fast. I don't eat breakfast almost ever. And I sometimes don't even eat lunch and will have a big meal more towards the nighttime. Now, again, this may seem extreme to a lot of people. It's very normal for me now because I've been doing it for a while. But it works, and I've seen it work for so many other people as well. There are so many studies that support intermittent fasting and fasting in general, so your system can clean up, so that you're not digesting food, which takes energy away from you when you have stuff in your stomach that's being digested. So that's another thing you can start trying and start looking up to see if that would be something that could provide you with more energy. Number two is a huge one, and it was especially huge for me, and it's having a very poor sleep schedule. If your sleep is erratic, you're struggling to sleep at night, you're getting up at different times inconsistently and going to bed at different times inconsistently, this can really affect your energy levels. This can leave you feeling tired throughout the day because either down to a lack of sleep or you're not getting good quality deep sleep. It's not just the length of time in which you sleep, it's the quality of sleep that you're getting. And to induce that, you can do a few different things. One is, like I said, have a sleep schedule. I mentioned this in another video already, but I like to go to bed early and wake up early. I find that works the best for me, being up at around 5 or between 5 and 6 and going to bed between 7, 8, or 9. This just works for me, and I find having this, when I do this sleep schedule consistently, I get better sleep, I get deeper sleep, and I have way more energy when I wake up. Now, what are some things you can do to make sure you're getting deep sleep? Because like I mentioned, it's not just about how long you sleep, it's the quality of your sleep. So a few things is, don't be looking at screens, electronics, regular light, hours before bed. That is not going to be great for you. Now, you can get blue light blocking glasses. I think that's what it's called. I mentioned this before. I can link that down below. And what this does is it allows you to see the light in a different color. So right now I have white light kind of coming at me. This would not be something for me. It's good for me to look at before bed. It's going to keep me wired. It's going to make my brain think it's still the daytime and I need to be alert. And you need to give yourself some time to wind down. So I say, usually for myself, at least an hour before bed, turn the phones off, turn the screens off, make sure I have my glasses on, especially if I'm going to be looking at stuff like that, even hours before. Another thing is, don't eat too close to bedtime as well. Again, if you eat like at 10 p.m. and then you're trying to go to bed, you're gonna be digesting, you're gonna have a lot of these processes happening. It's gonna be harder for you to fall asleep. So just make sure your nightly routine is good and it is allowing you to, or promoting deep sleep. And if you don't have a night routine, I would really encourage you to develop one. Having a night routine you consistently do will also trigger you and let your brain know, oh, we're getting ready to fall asleep, which will have an effect on how quickly you can fall asleep. So again, for me, no electronics close to bedtime. I go to bed at a pretty early time. Also make sure it's pretty black and dark in your room if you're letting light come in. Even if you have lights from certain electronics, chargers, get those out of the room because you will pick up on those. Another thing is you want to be sleeping in cold temperature if you can. Now I don't know the exact degree that's perfect to have a deeper sleep, but you can just look that up and see if you can set your thermostat or your air conditioning or whatever you have, if anything, to that temperature to improve the quality and quality of sleep. Number 3 is avoid obvious energy sucks. And these are things like distractions like social media, TV, video games, a lot of things that involve a screen, funnily enough. These energy sucks, even though they're in tiny doses, can really affect your energy levels. They can make it so you're super tired, It also includes the people you interact with. If you interact with someone who's incredibly negative and negative energy, that's going to make you feel tired. That's going to wear you down. If you're stressing all the time, if you are on social media getting those little hits of dopamine every few seconds or every few minutes, constantly getting knocked out of flow, that's also going to affect you. So you need to limit these during your day because they are sucking energy away from you. You have a limited amount of energy each and every single day, so don't allow these really unimportant things to take it away from you. Next, just to mention really quick, is your environment. Does your environment make you tired? And this might take a little bit for you to figure out, but when you look around, do you feel tired? Is there clutter? Are you just living somewhere that really just drains you? Now, if it's something like that, that's a longer term thing. You need to work towards maybe getting out of there. Maybe you're in a situation where you can't do that right now. But there are ways to set up your environment to encourage more energy to come to you, to energize yourself. And again, you can look those ways up to bring better energy or whatever it is you want to say into your home, into your environment. But this is really important. You need to set up your environment in a way which allows you to feel energized and doesn't drain you, doesn't make you feel tired. Now this next one is crucial, and again, a lot of these are similar, but this one I find to be one of the most important, and it's looking at the things you do on a daily basis. Do they tire you or energize you? Another way of saying that is, are they things that are in your heart, things you feel passionate about, things you feel excited about, or are they things that you just don't have that for? This can be huge if you're doing things that just suck your energy, even if you're used to them, even if they're a comfort zone. That's an obvious way or an obvious reason why you're feeling tired. If you're doing things that energize you, like you're working out, you're meditating, you're reading books you love, you're doing something you're passionate about, maybe you paint, you sing, you play an instrument, you dance around, whatever it is. The more you do those things, the more energized you will be, the less tired you will be. But the more you succumb to things that you don't even like, the more tired you will be. Think about it. If you were in school and didn't like school, did you become very tired while you were there, or were you energized? When you went to a class that you enjoyed, were you energized or tired versus a class you didn't really like? Which one was it? For me personally, I always felt super tired when I was at school because I didn't really like school, right? So that's just one way to kind of see if these things are taking energy away from you or giving you energy. So take a look at all the things you're doing on a daily basis and make sure you're filling your day up with things that you enjoy and things that energize you. Last but not least is you're not giving yourself time. You're not looking after yourself. Sometimes we can get so bogged down in trying to meet other people's needs or pleasing others or trying to appear a certain way for other people, and that can be so tiring. And a lot of people don't set time for themselves and take care of themselves, take the time to get the sleep they need, take the time to do the activities that they love, take the time to meditate, which is a practice I would highly encourage everyone to do. Nothing will help you connect more with yourself and take care of yourself more than a daily meditation practice. But are you making the time for these things, or are you giving your time and energy to everything outside of you, to the people outside of you, to the things outside of you, to the events outside of you, instead of taking the time to go inward and be with yourself? You know, a lot of times we feel drained because we are doing things always for others and not doing things for ourselves. And something I love, I don't know if this is a direct quote, but I'll try and hit it as cleanly as I can. It's, you cannot fill someone else's cup up if your cup is empty. Think about it. If you don't have a cup that's overflowing, if you are not energized yourself, how are you going to give that energy to someone else? How are you going to help someone else if you're coming from a place where you can't even look after yourself or take care of yourself or give yourself the time of day? The better you are, the more you've taken care of yourself, the better you'll be able to take care of others. All right, guys, so those are just some ideas on why you may be feeling tired and not have that much energy. Also, some things you can do to make it so you do have more energy throughout the day. Let me know in the comments for a question of the day is, which one of these do you find is appearing in your life the most? Let me know in the comments down below, and let me know what you're going to do about it, what your solution is going to be, what practice you're going to start in order to stop doing the thing that's taking your energy away. Thanks, guys, for tuning into this video. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit the 2 other videos up on screen to continue to improve different areas of your life. Make sure you hit that subscribe button once again if you haven't already so you don't miss any videos that we release. And I'll see you in the next one.